Hello, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Mic Drop Comedy's podcast, the Chandler edition. I am your host for this podcast. I'm Sari Beliak, and I'm very excited for our guest this week joining us. Multi-talented. This girl has all of the hyphens in her name, all of her many talents. I'm very excited. We have Bernice Ye here.
Woo!
Yay!
Yay! Thank you so much for having me.
Yay! We're so excited that you're here. Before we started recording, we were talking. We were just gonna do like a beauty and style podcast. Forget all of the comedy stuff and just we were gonna get some beauty tips and fashion tips from you.
Let's go. Well, no one actually asked me. So yeah, if this ever going to be a beauty podcast, this is it. So
Yeah. Nick, our sound engineer, was like, your makeup looks great, your hair looks great. I was like, let's just, for the next half hour, we can just compliment each other and learn some beauty tips. That is one thing from following you on social media. I'm like, she has really good style.
Thank you.
But more so than that, you are not just a comedian, you are a rapper and a dancer, and what else? You're a martial artist. Do you sleep ever, Bernice, or you're just
My Aura ring yelled at me last night. It's like my sleep score is a 62 and it's very low. But yeah, I'm getting my black belt test in Taekwondo on Saturday.
I saw that.
Yeah, so I hope to get some sleep after that.
So what is that testing process like?
Actually, they don't tell us. So every belt level promotion test, they will test you, but they never test the technique and stuff until they first exhaust you first. So they will do very intense cardio, and then so what I was told is the black belt test, the first half is meant to break you physically and mentally. They will just test until most people throw up. That's basically, I think, what they told us. Like, they will push you until the point that you cannot go on. You want to give up, but then you don't give up. Once you are done with that, then they test your technique. So now you got to do your kicks. You have to do your forms. You have to break your board. And that is apparently actually the easy part. But I get it now. It's more about your technique should be so you're so proficient at it. Even though you're so exhausted, you can still execute.
Yes. Wow. So how long is it? Like several hours that this test? Do you know any of those details?
I don't know, but I think there will be a few people to test with me, so the whole process might take between 1 to 2 hours.
Wow. So you're got this coming up, and then after that, you're gonna just like hop on a plane and come do some comedy.
Yeah, I'm so excited. That's like literally New Year, new me, right? Because we just entered the year of the fire horse.
Yeah.
I can feel the energy is already very, very different. Like, there's just a lot of momentum. I have more energy, and coming in, I'm like, hey, Chandler. Hey, San Diego. I am a black belt, okay?
I saw on your Instagram that you were talking a lot about the Chinese New Year, and you were like, these are very like auspicious dates, like 6 and 8, the days you're performing, these are good numbers. It's like for joy and unexpected blessings. I was like, yes, we need some of that good energy.
And what's even better, I just learned, and this is something new to me as well. So apparently, the first 15 days following the Chinese Lunar New Year are very important. And between, I think, day 8 to like 14. So this many days is like supposed to be community day. And you're supposed to come out, celebrate with people, and with good vibes, and be surrounded with a group of people. And that, like, 26 and 28 falls in within that.
I love that.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. This is perfect timing, and aligning with your it's Taekwondo, right, that you do?
Yeah. I wasn't making like all the superstitious, all the woo stuff. It's like, I just like, what if it serves me, I believe in it.
Yeah.
And if it doesn't, I just forget about it.
I mean, I think that's the way to do. It's like take what you need and leave the rest.
Mhm.
Can you tell us a little bit about your start in comedy and how you came to be the multi-hyphenate talent that you are today?
Yeah, totally. Cause like, really for me, comedy and stand-up comedy, I never ever thought about it because growing up in China, it's just not even an art form that I am aware of.
Hmm.
And I came to America, finally worked my way. I went to school. I went to work in tech for like, I think a good 10 years before I even ever think about comedy. But at the time when I was working at a Hulu, I was promoted to be a manager, and oftentimes I need to give my team some like sort of speech. And
Mhm.
I just found there is a weird feeling that I have this visceral feeling that it just feels gross when I try to compliment other people. Isn't that crazy? Like just saying good things is hard. That's part of being Chinese, I guess. and and so I actually have to work with an executive coach trying to teach
Mm.
me. And we actually dived deep into the reason why is when I was a kid, my mom always brought me to her work lunch. And I'm like put on the spot to give a toast to all these uncles and aunties. I don't care. I hate being there. So I will intentionally say something not good to sabotage. And then my mom will shame me in front of everyone, say, oh, she is good with school, but she's very terrible at public speaking. She's terrible at this. So every time I say something positive in front of a group of people, I just have like this association.
That's so interesting.
Yeah, but then like that's when I work with the coach, we realize maybe I'm just being very honest, and it's
Mm.
not that I'm bad at it, just I didn't want to be there. So she pointed me to do Toastmasters.
Okay.
The public speaking thing. I
Yeah.
went there. I said, okay, you know what? I'm going to challenge myself. So every time they have this spontaneous improv 3 minutes humorous speech, and I just go, and then like I won every time. And I look at a room full of native speakers. I'm just like barely English. I'm not. I'm still struggling with some of the English,
Yeah,
but I
that's
just
incredible.
yeah. So it's okay. Maybe there is something. So 1 year I made a New Year's resolution. This year I just want to try go to open mic, just try comedy, and because I told people, and they said, "Oh, you should take this class." So one thing leads to another. I took the class. I had a great set. People said, "You should keep on doing this," and then they got me into festivals, and here we are.
Wow. That's all from not wanting to give compliments or to
Yeah.
do these toasts.
Yeah. It's like I was terrible at giving compliments. And then like Chinese people, we also are bad at receiving compliments. Every time people compliment something, like the old me, if you say, Bernice, you have nice style. And I said, no, 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 this is cheap stuff. No, no, no. I will be like this.
That's so funny. And then that's how we started our conversation. Is I was just like, I'm so excited to talk to you because your style is so great and you love fun earrings like I do.
So that's why I made a point to myself, when people compliment you, just own it and say thank you. Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like that's also like a very female trait. It's like you don't want to be seen as like conceited or anything. So just be like, oh no, 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 like this old thing, like no, like
Yeah.
to downplay, accomplishments and things like that.
Yes, exactly. So I think comedy does force me to work on my person. I cannot dodge. Like working in tech, it's so easy to just avoid some of the personal growth, like deep down. But a comedy, you just have to face it naked.
Wow, that's really interesting. One of the interviews that I read, like in researching for this podcast, you shared this interesting story. I think it was from like a showcase that you had done
Mm,
at a club. Like you'd had a really good set before, and then you had one that didn't go as well. And I loved, like you talked about in this interview, that it was like a time of like reflection and like self-improvement and like thinking about your perspective. I feel like not a lot of comics, they'd be like, let's blame the audience, or they don't
mm.
get me. But I do you know which interview I'm talking about or which showcase? I think it was like um Nate Jackson. Does that sound right?
I mean, that showcase is not only just self personal growth, it got me to believe in God.
Wow. How
That
many
was a
will do
pretty
that? A
significant
bad
showcase.
set?
Huh?
A bad set helped you find God and
Yeah. Yeah.
find your
Oh my
voice.
God. I don't know what to do. I have to pray. And then I made a promise, if I kill, then I will go to church. And because I'm Chinese, I'm superstitious and I
Mm,
killed. And so I was like, I told my husband, and like, find me a church. I have to go. I don't care which one. Just find me one that's not crazy. Like I need to
yeah,
go to church.
that's so interesting. I loved hearing that because, a lot of comics, it's very easy to have a really bad set and just be like, well, they don't get me. They don't understand my artistic genius or whatever. And in reading that article, I was like, that's so interesting that you were just like, had gone from like probably I'm in air quotes like beginner's luck, like, wow, this is my thing. And then like,
Yeah.
oh, wait, this actually is harder than I thought it was going to be. But taking it
Mhm.
as an opportunity to like, okay, how do I do this really well? Like, what is this, like the resilience that you found?
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
really
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah. And then I think the more I do it, the more I feel like what a privilege.
Mm-hmm.
Because think about it, right now people's attention is so short. Like we're always on our cell phone, and then like even you put a video on social media, if you don't grab people for the first 3 seconds, people just scroll away. And
Yeah.
what a privilege to have people come out and see you. They see you for 20 minutes uninterrupted
Yeah.
attention, an hour. Wow, that's like, I just cannot blame that to the audience. They come out, and it's up for me to bring joy for them. And time is hard, and
Mhm.
so like all these people come out and they deserve joy and deserve break. And here I'm here, customer service.
I love that. Was your family supportive? Like, what was it like? Because in reading up a little bit more about your background, I saw you have a master's degree in computer science.
Yeah.
Brag. When you were like, "Hey, family, I'm gonna do some stand-up comedy," what were they like? Girl, you lost your damn mind. Like, what was the response to that?
I know, it's so crazy. I think okay, it's actually good they are in China. So like, for example, I think I broke their heart first when I left Microsoft to a
Mm,
startup. Because for people in China, like Microsoft, like parents, like they were like, that's the ultimate brag. Everybody knows about Microsoft, right? It's, oh,
yeah,
my daughter works here. I also went to Peking University, which is the Harvard of China. So like they
yeah.
have been just being able to brag. And when I went to a startup, that's when that broke their heart. They were like, what is this
Oh
company, what are you going
no.
to do? And so then I think it just, I start go downhill from there. I went to another startup, but then I went to Hulu, but they don't know about Hulu, even though it's a legit job. They're like, what is a Hulu?
That's so
Is
fun. And I'm sure everybody was like, "You got a job at Hulu? That's crazy."
yeah, yeah. So they were not impressed with Hulu. And
That's really
because Hulu
funny.
translate to Chinese is a hulu. It's basically a gout. It's a squash. And so what is a squash company? You know. But then when I quit for stand up, I think there's two things. My parents are actually, when I talking my jokes, and that they're very progressive, they are actually very progressive. And through my life they have supported me with many unconventional decisions.
Hmm.
And so they have, when I tell them with confidence and certainty, it's like, I'm going to do this and I know it's right, they have learned to trust me because it had always worked out, no matter how controversial it is.
Wow.
Like, for example, I quit high school right before my
Really?
college entrance exam, but I got into the best university. So like they have gone through some crazy shit with me.
Yeah.
That's number one. But second is like, now my parents are actually very supportive with my comedy. Also because stand-up comedy is a hot in China now. It's crazy because
Oh, okay.
it's new. There's like not much going on before. We don't even know about this, and all of a sudden they start to have like okay, this is interesting, right? Because if everybody start about the same time, it's new everywhere, nobody is going to have more than 5 years more experience than you. Everybody have maybe 2 years in, 3 years in, but there's TV opportunities. And so all these parents or grandparents see, oh, their kids have like valid, legit career path doing comedy, being on TV, getting brand sponsorship, making real money. So when I go to China, whenever I tell people I do stand-up comedy, people, oh, that is so cool. And people pay money to see comedy. Isn't that crazy? Like they pay money to see open mic. I was like, wow, I'm in the wrong country.
Isn't
Yeah.
that funny that there are places, I know I briefly lived in Chicago and there was an open mic that I think people would pay to go to, and then it was regular people, not just comics, that would show up, and I was like, wait, you guys enjoy this? This is like torture.
Yeah, in Seattle where I started.
Uncharted material, untested, and they're like, no, this is so fun, we just came to laugh.
Yeah. That's when I started in Seattle, there are plenty of open mics. All the open mics I went to, they have real audience, but there are also plenty of them that audience actually pay to see it. And sometimes I get paid being on the open mic.
Wow.
Yeah.
Put that word out. We need more of that to happen. That's a rare find. So you started in Seattle? Is that?
I started in Seattle. Mm-hmm.
And then moved out to Los Angeles?
Yeah, I moved here 3 years ago.
Okay. And what differences or what things did you notice, maybe from crowds or from other comics? What were like some big surprises to you in moving to LA?
I would say, let me talk about the difference first. The difference, because I think in Seattle, the community is a lot of smaller. And I feel like people probably hold a certain criteria or more judgmental. For example, if you bomb at a mic, then people say, oh, she's not funny. But in LA, when you bomb at a mic, people will say, oh, you're probably trying something new. Like you can do a lot of more crazy, experimental, creative stuff. And people will just say, they're less judgmental about it. They have more open mind, because I think everyone here is always trying to push the boundary, take bigger risks. And so we understand what the grind is like, and we understand if you always doing the same thing, you're playing too safe, right? So I feel like this is a place, the playground is bigger. You are constantly being inspired by the best of the world, and you are constantly humbled by how far away you are from them. And so we just see this wild range, and I challenge myself more. For example, before I moved to LA, I never thought about I would do any rap, like comedy rap. If I do that, people probably in Seattle will laugh at me. Oh my God, cringe! What is this thing? But because in LA, I said, hey, why not? And I'm able to meet talents that everybody are multi-talented. I met a friend in my acting class who is also a rapper, and then when I share my goal, then my friend Cole Connor, he said, maybe I can help you. That's when we start to collaborate and open the floodgate of me start rapping.
And they're a comic as well, is that right? Cole?
Oh, he's not even a comic. Yeah, Cole
just a friend of yours?
He's an actor. We met in acting class, and he's a rapper.
And that's who you guys collaborated on the Asian chicken salad?
Yeah.
Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Can you talk about that a little bit? If for anybody who hasn't seen it, hopefully they'll check it out after this podcast. But can you talk a little bit about that video? Because it is so much fun.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, the Asian chicken salad. It actually all started. It's true story, because during COVID, I moved to rural Washington, and then my neighbors there very nice, but then they, like literally on this island, probably there's like 20 Asian people, and so they invite me to potluck, a neighborhood potluck, and they assigned me an Asian chicken salad. Yeah, so this is a pretty crazy story. I started to tell stand up bit, and wherever I go, people love this joke, so it become one of the best hits, and it's universal. So I tell it a lot, to a point. At some point, I'm just tired. I'm tired of the jokes. Yeah, and I think also I'm like earlier in my comedy career that I haven't, like, I'm just at a point that when you tell a joke over and over again, you just get really tired. So one day when I was just traveling on a road trip, Michael Moore's Downtown is playing. There's a beat. I start dancing, and I just start to tell my jokes to the bit. And I was like, Asian chicken salad. And then I was like, why can't I just rap to it? That would be so fun. I record a video, I sent to my friends, and they were like, oh, Bernice, look, this does not look good. So I kind of just shelved that idea, put it away. But when, like, I don't know, when I moved to LA, when 1 year again, New Year's resolution, I was just sharing like New Year's goal with my friends, and Nicole was there, right? So we exchanged the goals, and I mentioned I just want to kind of dance and do music, add that to my comedy, and that's how this whole idea come along. Yeah, so I turned a joke into the rap. And we also said, hey, we can shoot a music video. And we still didn't have the resource, but I just start to tell people. I love telling people my goal out loud, because sometimes universe sends you the right people to
Mhm.
help you implement that. Yeah, and one of my fan from Instagram, we became friends, but he's also a very talented, very creative, like videographer, DP, director. So he helped me direct it, and then also shoot and also edited Asian Chicken Salad music video.
I mean, it's awesome. It looks like a legit music video.
Yeah, thank you, thank
And
you.
I'm assuming all of the clothing in it is yours, right? All of the styling.
The clothing, the styling,
Already
we
filmed.
also, I worked with a stylist. The Chinese thing, I rented from a Chinese photo studio, because they do those traditional shots and they do clothes rental. Another clothes is my friend who, her husband have worked with Beyonce's music
Okay,
video team.
no biggie. Yeah.
Yeah, no biggie, but they have like some of the clothes that just like um on the rack for Beyonce's dancers to choose, and then they used it and they just left on the rack. And then so she said, are there anything you want to borrow? So yeah, so one of the outfit is from Beyonce's team rack, okay.
Wow. How about, yeah, there, see, there's the universe for you. Yeah, I
Mhm.
in watching it, there's like a great fringe outfit and like some high boots. And I was like, she probably didn't even need to like borrow this or get like a costume person. I was like, these seem like looks that are just right from her closet.
Oh, that one I also got lucky, because after all this, the my stylist and also the director said, you're missing one outfit. I just want to have one more cool outfit. And it's like, I don't know. But then I was just the last, I mean, I think 1 week before the shoot day, I was stopping by Adidas store, and this outfit was just on the is again, it's Ivy Park. So Beyonce, thank you.
Wow.
It just showed up at the right time, and I grabbed
Beyonce,
it.
friend
Yeah.
of the pod. Beyonce, if you're listening, which I know you are, thank you. Putting that out to the universe.
Mm-hmm.
Beyonce,
Good
come
call.
visit us. Yeah, right. So you also show off your high kicks in the video, some
Mm,
impressive high kicks, which we know is your background in martial arts. But I also have learned that you're like a trained dancer. You do
mm,
ballroom
mhm.
dance.
Argentine tango, slightly
Okay.
different than the ballroom style tango. So because it's more intimate and more social. Yeah, that I think, because growing up, I was actually not allowed to dance because I was considered a fat baby. I was like fat, like
Oh my
in by
gosh.
Chinese standard, there's chubby. So even though I like to dance, teachers and my parents was like, yeah, you're not dancing material, just focus on your study. So I was always
Wow.
putting, yeah. Yeah, Yeah, so when I get a chance later in America, I just like, when I can dance, I want to dance. I was introduced to hip hop, jazz, and then eventually I fell in love with Argentine tango. So I stick with that for like 7 years. Yeah.
Wow. Are there any dance styles that you're interested to learn? Like anything to add in your free time, in between getting your black belt and doing tango?
I know. I wish I can have more time. That is one thing I want. I think at this point, probably for me, it's less about training, but more just getting back to dancing, literally any kind.
Yeah.
Just to embrace. Like I think dancing, I like any, but to be honest, like Argentine tango is a very snoobish dance. Is that the
Oh,
one that you
okay.
have your nose up in the air?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, because it takes a long time. It takes a long time to become good, and so
Mhm.
people they're very picky about who they dance to. There's a lot of dynamic and politics in Argentine tango.
Mhm.
So in a way, I love it. I love it so much, and the people in it are also nice. But sometimes it's hard for me to bring in my husband who doesn't dance to enjoy it with me. So salsa is something that I probably want to learn more because it's
Okay.
easy to jump in, dance the song, meet more friends, and then I think it's a little bit more friendly to beginners, so then I can also hang out with my friends.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I love it. And I feel like if it's anything like all of your other talents, you'll be a pro at it.
Well, yeah, we'll see. I think it just like I got inspired by doing things that's not comedy, that helped me to step off the box a little bit to,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
I think that's important. I feel like a lot of people, once they start doing comedy, it's like that's the whole personality, that's all of it. And it's like you got to remember all of the things that you did. That's where your stories are. And that's where like the weird interactions happen and, awkward encounters and all kinds of interesting things happen, when you're taking whatever, ballroom classes or dance classes.
Yeah, 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 yeah. And I also noticed that, lately I've been thinking about that period of my life, dancing. I was traveling all over the world. Like I went to so many different cities in America and different countries, dancing tango, interact with different people. I actually want to write more about my experience from
Mm.
that period too. Yeah.
I hope we'll get to read some of that writing or hear about it on stage, or maybe it'll be another music video.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, I think we're ready to move to our trivia portion, our good to know. How are you feeling for trivia?
I am horrible with trivia.
Okay.
I I'm usually the worst with trivia, because of I didn't grow up here, so with some of the common knowledge, I'm pretty bad. But let's go. Let's see.
I like it. I like that you're like, I am not sure. I think you got some tough questions anyway. And I just want to say I did not write these questions. So we can talk shit about these questions too if that
Okay.
that works better for you. Some of these I read through these and I was like, I don't know the answer to some of these. And I had to like check to make sure that it was the right answer. So the first one, how many Oscars has Martin Scorsese won? That was basically my answer. I was like,
Oh, we don't even have to choose. It will just come up with a number.
I'll throw out. Has he won 5 Oscars, 2 Oscars, or 1 Oscar?
5.
It's actually 1.
Poor guy.
Scorsese's probably doing pretty well.
Oh my god, he's doing really well. But then like I was like, what? He only won one? Because did you watch the studio where they made have the one that they canceled his last uh, the TV show, The Studio.
Okay.
And he was in it, but not to put any spoilers, but it's the one of the funniest thing is the studio had bought his script, which is supposed to be his last script, and just to
Oh, okay.
kill it. And so he was crying. So now when the moment that I hear that he won one Oscar, and I was like, I just have that crying face in my head.
I think Martin Scorsese is probably doing fine. I'm sure he's having a good day.
He is.
Despite not having 5 Oscars. Second question. Name one of the 3 lines of defense in our immune system.
Wait. Okay, repeat the question.
It's kind of worded in a strange way. One of the 3 lines of defense in the immune system.
Like something like skin.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that okay.
Yeah.
And then
One.
saliva.
Ding, ding.
Saliva.
No, I feel like that's a good guess though. The other answers listed here are white blood cells and antibodies.
Oh.
Yes. We didn't know you were going to be
I did not know I'm going to test on like biology.
When I did a podcast for this show and did my trivia, I was so nervous because Carlos, one of the hosts, he was like talking me up and all this, and then he's like, "All right, let's get down to it." And I was like, "Oh no, I haven't been in school in so long."
I know.
I feel like number 3, you got this one. Where is Machu Picchu located?
Oh, Peru.
Yeah. Ding, 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 ding.
when people say you should get this one, then it's like, oh, pressure. And then also it's like, I know Machu Picchu, but then like why this sounds like a Pokemon,
Machu Picchu.
It sounds like a Pokemon name. So my brain is like, oh, okay.
I feel like maybe I jinx people when I say like, you got this one, it's easy. And then they're like, oh no, panic. Oh no. Are you a fan of the Muppets? Do you know the Muppets?
I know them. I have not really watched them, but every time I see, because like sometimes I will see people in comedy refer to it, or sometimes and they will see a snippet of it. Then I like it. They're super cute. I have a friend who does linguist, like the one they can talk without they move their mouth.
Oh, yeah, ventriloquist.
Yeah. Tranquist. They have one. I think my friend's name is Zach Binder, and then so he has a Muppet on stage with him. And
I think I've seen Zach. I think Zach performed at Big Pine.
Oh,
Shout out to Big Pine Comedy Festival and Mic Drop Comedy. I'm pretty sure I saw that comic and they had like a really cute little puppet with them.
Yeah,
it was very sweet.
Am I talking about the right thing? Is that the Muppet?
Yeah. I bring up the Muppets with no segue because question number 4, in the Muppets, which character plays the piano? And I can come up with a multiple choice if that would be helpful for you too.
Okay. Yes, please.
Is it Animal, Ralph the dog, or Fozzie Bear?
The first one.
Which one did I say? Animal?
Animal, you said first.
Unfortunately, it's not Animal. It is Ralph the dog.
Oh my God, Ralph, why do you have to play piano in your paws?
I didn't write the questions. I think I am part Muppet, so I apologize on behalf of my Muppet people. But okay, now we're getting into some I was going to say math, not quite. What temperature does water freeze at?
Okay, are we talking about the Celsius or like
whichever conversion rate you like?
Oh, well, Celsius is 0, so that's
That's right.
Fahrenheit is 32, right?
Yeah. I feel like that should be a bonus point because she did it in Celsius and Fahrenheit. I just read the questions. I don't handle the scoring, but
I never say no to more points.
Yeah, I feel like that should be a bonus point. That's extra credit. All right, this next one. Have you seen the movie Fight Club?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what is Edward Norton's character's name in Fight Club?
Oh, shoot. If you do multiple choice, I will be able to do it.
Nick, do you have any
Oh, okay, I can do this. Okay, so is it A, Mr. Norton, B, the commentator, C, the narrator?
What? 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 Oh, what? Really?
Or D, Jack Sparrow.
Okay, it's not D. That's good. Thank you. That
good
helped me.
eliminating some? That's good.
Oh, what? Okay, I'm going to say really. Did I even? Okay, I'm just going to put A, but I feel like I got it wrong.
Yeah, A is incorrect. It would be C, the narrator.
I
At least you
actually
tried.
I was reading these over and I was like, is that right? I thought it was Tyler Durden.
That's the
Right.
other character.
I thought he also, spoiler for anyone who hasn't seen the movie Fight Club, from what year did that? 1997?
Like 97?
Yeah, when I was reading through these, I was like, oh, do I know any of these? And I was like, narrator? Maybe I should look into that. Well, we can all watch Fight Club together and we can fact check this.
I know.
All right. How about this one? What is the capital of California? Is it A, Los Angeles, B, Sacramento, or C, Santa Cruz?
What? I thought it's none of this.
Or D, none of the above.
No, too late, too late. Oh, what? I know it's not LA. It's not LA.
Yeah, people in LA might think it is the capital, but it is not. Okay, so
Mhm.
we've eliminated Los Angeles. Good.
So
So
it's
then,
either-
are you thinking Sacramento or Santa Cruz?
That's crazy. I mean, either of the places the capital. What? What? I'm gonna guess Sacramento.
Ding, 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 ding. Correct. That was good.
Oh my god. I can't believe I've been to Sacramento. It does not look like a capital, but
You know what? I would agree with that. I would agree. I was also underwhelmed
yeah.
when I got there, but that's true. Santa Cruz would be the place where I went to college at UC Santa Cruz. So shout out to the banana slugs. Just put that in there for you. All right. Are you a hip hop fan by any chance? I know you're a good rapper.
I love hip hop. Yeah.
Okay.
But
Are you a fan of Outkast by any chance?
Outcast, not as familiar.
Okay. So this next question, number 8, is about the group Outkast. What was the name of Outkast's first album? And I can come up with multiple choice for you if you like.
I will need.
Okay. Is it A, Spotty Dopalicious, B, Musical Thang Tang, or C, Southern Playalistic Cadillac Music?
All these names sound so fun. I'm gonna check out Outcast. I mean, shoot. Obviously, I don't know, but I feel like the first one already got me. I like that name. I'm just going to choose that one.
Spotty Dopalicious?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that is not the correct answer. It is Southern Playalistic Cadillac Music.
That was good too. That one was good.
But Spotty Dopalicious is a song on one of their albums. I don't know if it's that one, but you can check it out.
I have to check them out. Their names. So all this their song names or album name are all theirs.
So Outkast is Big Boy and Andre 3000. I would pretty much guarantee you have heard some Outkast at some point. They've got some good stuff, and they also are very stylish, like yourself. So I feel like you would.
So
you
true.
would be. Yeah, you would be.
I have to. Okay. Thank you so much for the recommendation.
This next one is a sports question. Are you a sports fan at all?
I wouldn't call myself a sports fan, but if you ask me anything UFC, I can probably answer pretty good.
I'll put in a request for some UFC questions. Unfortunately, this one is basketball.
Basketball, okay.
Note for Carlos to add some UFC questions. How many championships does Michael Jordan have? Is it A, 5, B, 6, or C, 2?
I thought it was 5.
Final answer?
No pressure.
So I know it's not 2. I know it's not 2. It's just between 5 and 6. But I'm going to put for 5.
All right. The correct answer is 6.
So close.
That is very close. I know they did a three-peat when he was with the Bulls, and after that, I don't know. I feel like I should know this as a basketball fan from the 90s, but again, that'll be homework for us. We have a lot of
watch the thing, the what is the documentary, the one that came out, everybody, The Last Dance. Let me watch it now.
That was so good.
Yeah. But I forgot the numbers. Oh,
sorry, Michael Jordan. I think he's a fan of the podcast too. Sorry about that. We're a new podcast, but we have huge celebrity following like Beyonce and Michael Jordan. Not to brag, but
it's true.
Your final question for trivia. In the movie Back to the Future, what year did Marty McFly go to? You got some tough questions. Carlos was not messing around.
I needed multiple choices.
All right. Was it? It's funny because we were referencing Back to the Future before this. Was it 1953, 1955, or 1957?
What? Back to Future? I mean, Back to Future? That's the future? Oh, what? Oh, I thought it would be 2000 or something.
So it sounds like this is also going to be part of your homework, is to watch Back to the Future before you come and visit us in Chandler. Is that right? Have you seen this movie?
It's weird because I feel like so in China, sometimes on TV, they will have like American movies, like snippet of it, but because you never know when it starts, and they all very random, so you get a little bit of it. There's no context. You don't catch the beginning, and so I remember some imagery, but I don't remember the plots. So like it just random stuff coming at me. I can okay. From 1957, 1958, 1959, is that the 3 options?
53, 55, or 57. I think it's at least worth a rewatch. There's definitely some of it that doesn't hold up so well as most movies from the 80s, but overall,
it's a classic. That one is a classic. Yeah. Oh, 55. That's my guess.
55.
Oh,
we got another one. Good job.
Lucky's a lady today.
Yeah. You got 6 out of. Did I do?
Well, I gave her a bonus point because she did.
Okay, good. I was like looking at the math. No, I think that's worth a bonus point. Okay, so you got.
Thank God you gave me that bonus point. So I feel like
you deserved a bonus point for that. That was pretty good. Well, that concludes. Good to know. You survived. You made it through the trivia section. Do you have any feedback for our trivia question writer besides the more UFC related questions?
I could have written a list of topics I'm really good at ahead of time.
Do you want to drop some trivia? What would somebody be surprised to know, like, that you were well versed in? I know you're a big UFC fan.
Thank you. That's a surprise to people. I am also I know a lot of very random random animal facts and
Okay.
historical facts. Yeah, very random stuff, like how oyster have sex and stuff.
Okay. Do you want to share that before we move to our final section? Our gotta go.
Yeah, here's some biology for you guys. Okay.
All right.
The oyster, they just shoot the things in the water, and then the next oyster they catch it and they get pregnant, and then
Very low
um,
maintenance.
but also it's also that's why I learned it the hard way. During the month of like August and July, that's when oysters spawning. They spawn, and then so they taste horrible. Yeah, because there's a lot of gooey stuff inside the oyster,
Oh,
and so that's why they say only eat oyster in the month with a R and with a R. Spawning oysters are disgusting. Don't eat them.
Okay. That was more than I bargained for. I don't think I'd like put a lot of thought into how oysters have sex, but I guess I feel like I learned something. And anyone who listened to this podcast learned a lot as well. Well, we are in our gotta go section, and that means it's almost time to go. It's been so much fun talking with you. We're very excited that you're coming to see us at Mic Drop in Chandler on February 28th, which is Saturday at 7 p.m. And for anybody that's listening to this and is like sitting on the couch, dragging ass, and they're like, I don't know if I want to leave the house. Do you have any like words of encouragement to get them off their butt into the show? What can they expect?
Okay, so all right, guys. I know you might have seen some of my stand-up on social media, okay, but I just want to let you know I save a lot of stuff that I want to save it for the live audience. So there are surprises,
Love that.
and I do stand-up, I do comedy rap, and I am somebody you've never seen before, but ultimately it's about good vibes. And if you get anything from this podcast, it's like it's fun to hang out with me. So start your new year, Chinese year of the fire horse with this energy, then you will be in good luck all year around.
Yes, I love that. We all need some good luck. I think that's a great way to send us off. Is there anything you want to plug besides the show? I know you're also going to Mic Drop in San Diego.
Yeah, so San Diego, February 26th. This is my first time headlining the Mic Drop. I'm like so excited because I met Hillary, the owner, back in like 2018 when I first started doing comedy at the San Diego Comedy Festival, and they are so kind, and it's really cool for me to see female-owned comedy clubs and just to have a different vibe, and then just so supportive. I'm so excited. But in the meanwhile, I will say San Diego is a market like I haven't played that much before. So guys, come out if you can. You check it. Give me a chance. Just give this girl a chance. Let me convert you.
You'll have a great night. You will laugh your butt off. You'll see some rapping. You'll be laughing. You'll forget all of your troubles. Bernice, it's been so fun talking with you. I'm so excited for your show. We'll see you on February 28th. And
oh my God.
Yay! We'll see everybody next week. Thanks, guys. I'm Sari Beliak.
Thank you so much, Sari.